know what? Two African giants clash in Port Gentil, Gabon.
I know Egypt will beat us now and there.
They can't beat us.
I think we should just settle for the second spot.
No, we are leading. We are leading.
Yeah.
The group.
Yeah, we're leading, but they also have 4 points, right?
Yes. No, we have 6 points. They have 4 points. The Black Stars are not playing particularly well at the Africa Cup of Nations, but we are difficult to beat.
Okay.
Very, very difficult to beat. I think we are very, very organized at the back. The only problem is that our strikers are inefficient in front of goal.
Yeah, so if you're not striking, how do you promise yourself that you can win this game?
If you are not conceding, it means you're not losing.
Ayo.
Yes, so that's it.
The people you've played, you haven't played Egypt yet, too.
We know Egypt's a very strong team, but the Black Stars have a very, very good defense.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't conceded a goal yet at this.
But you're also aware that Egypt doesn't play to defend; they play to score.
They play to attack. We know that, but we have a solution to their attacking threats.
So where are we starting off this
morning? We're starting from the camp of the Black Stars, obviously. And yesterday they held their final training session in Port Gentil ahead of the clash with Egypt, and Benedict Owusu was watching for Joy Sports.
So the Black Stars are holding their last training session ahead of their game against Egypt. This is their last training session. Yesterday they should have trained, but because of a heavy downpour here in Port Gentil, the team couldn't train. And today, as you can see behind me, all players are training. And Coach Avram Grant will have an idea of the players he's going to select for that assignment tomorrow after this very training session. So Ajman Bedu very close to me, trying to play one-on with John Boy, and you know, the physical trainer Jimmy Lawrence, and as well as all the other players behind me with the technical team. As you can see, Avram Grant himself over there with some few players, Samuel Tete, as well as Thomas Partey, who was man of the match in our last game against Mali, with Gerald News as well. So as you can see, the players are training ahead of that game. Andrea Yu is here, as well as Captain Asamoah Gyan. They're all getting ready to you know, get onto the pitch for their last training session ahead of the game against Egypt. Well, for many, Ghana has already qualified, so they would want to see changes in the starting lineup. So by virtue of today's training session, we'll have an idea of whether Coach Avram Grant will stick to his starting lineup, which we've seen in the first game and also the second game, or he will make changes in the team that will play against Egypt tomorrow.
Benedict Owusu is Joy Sports correspondent at this year's Africa Cup of Nations in Gabon, Mamavi. So the players are in a very, very good mood, high spirits, waiting for the game against Egypt, and they say they are going to make Mother Ghana proud, especially when their bonus issues have been settled. So they are going to make Mother Ghana proud. But I have to do a little clarification on the bonus. It is $5,000 per match, but if they qualify, they are going to receive $15,000. So it means that there's a qualification bonus, even when they lose one match and draw one and win one.
Wait. If we qualify to quarterfinals, which we get 15,000.
But
in
5,000 per match. So they are going to get $15,000.
So that's like 30,000.
No, 15,000.
Wait, hang on. Wait. Let me understand in the way that I think I understand it, and correct me. The first one we played, we backed 5,000. Then we backed the second game 5,000. This last game we're playing in this stage, if we win, we bag another 5,000. Yes. But that's on the side. The fact that we've qualified to quarterfinals, or what? We bag another 15,000
for qualifying to the next stage in the group stages. 5,000 per match. So they pay them $15,000 after qualification. So what that means is that if they win a game and don't qualify, they are not going to receive 15,000.
Yeah, but should they win all 3 games, it means they're getting 30,000.
Now they've been paid the 15,000, even when they lose to Egypt. That is qualification bonus. But they see every match to be worth $5,000. You get it? So they can draw one, win one, and qualify, and still get $15,000.
It means that in reality they are getting 30,000.
They're getting 15,000.
No.
For qualifying.
Yeah,
to the next
and then
stage.
they're getting 555.
It's 15,000 after 3 matches.
Gomez, is it me whose calculation is terrible? Is that everybody confusing me?
It's 15,000 for qualifying to the next stage of the competition, but 5,000 per match. So it means that.
No, wait.
Now they've been paid the 15,000.
That's just the breakdown of the 15,000.
That's it.
safe like that.
Yes, that's it. So they have been paid the 15,000 already.
Okay.
Even when they lose to Egypt.
Because we've qualified, technically.
Qualified. And when we get to the quarterfinals, 5,000. Semi-finals, 6,000.
In
Finals,
addition to the 15.
7,500. So 50% slash in the previous
Why
bonus.
didn't you play football?
But this is not bad either, is it? Okay, now let's focus on Avram Grant, and he's been talking about the game against Egypt, and the Israeli trainer is expecting the Black Stars to beat the Pharaohs in their last Group D game.
As I said before, the players have winning mentality in everything, in the trainings and the game where we play 5-on-side. Yesterday it was a war and everything, but this is a serious game and we take it serious even. It's not decisive, but the Ghana team like to win every game. I think the players are more mature. As a team we are playing 60% of the team is the same team. The tactics is almost the same. Also, we change a few things, 20-25%, which is normal, and it's good. And even the players are not playing. It's not a normal team. Key players didn't play in the last half a year. You can see that they are very strong mentality, and they did the product like they are playing.
Avram Grant is head coach of the Black Stars, the 4-time African champions. We'll focus a little later on Asamoah, but Mamavi, Avram Grant sounds very, very confident.
Yeah, and I hear he's leaving after this, right?
His contract expires at the end of the tournament. Yeah. He hasn't extended it yet, so we'll live to see what happens. But from all indications, he may not continue.
Yeah, I had an interview he granted to the BBC, and it sounded almost like
he might not. He might not extend his contract.
But so he wants to win this, then.
Yes. You have to leave when the applaud is loudest.
It's true.
Yes. So let's see what happens now. Asamoah has also been speaking about the game against Egypt. Now, the Black Stars have won 2 games in a row, and the captain of the team wants the team to maintain its winning streak.
It's just simple. We want to maintain our 100% record, and in a tournament you need to win games, and we don't know the outcome of the game, but that is our main focus. We want to maintain our 100% record to be able to go to the next stage. Although we are already in the next stage of the competition, we just want to build our confidence every game, so we just want to maintain our 100% record.
Asamoah is captain of the Black Stars, Mamavi. They say they want to maintain their 100% record, but they have
with the one-goal project.
They have to find a solution to beat Egypt. Because I think this is our biggest test yet at this year's Africa Cup of Nations. Egypt is not like Uganda. Yeah. They are not like Mali. They are very, very strong. Then they have brilliant individual players, Salah, El Nini, Gedo, very, very solid. And most of the players ply their trade domestically. Yeah. So there's cohesion. So it's going to be very, very difficult. And they are coached by a great tactician, Hector Coupe. I mean, he's one of the best coaches in world football. So let's see how the Black Stars will be able to.
I see the Egyptians, they're almost like, I don't know, this is not like a technical explanation like Chelsea. In our second half games, we're kind of like relaxed. We don't know what we're doing. Yes. But this is a team that will be aggressive all through till it is over and done with.
The only problem I have with Avram Grant is that I don't think that he believes football is played in 45 minutes. Football is a 90-minute sport.
But he's not showing it on the field.
So what that means is that if we are not able to score in the first half, in the second half, we are not going to get a goal. So teams can frustrate you in the first period and beat you in the second half because per the analysis, your performance is not good enough in the second period. So
which one is not good enough? It's not good.
It's not good enough.
Yes, it's not good.
It's not good enough. But Avram Grant is going to work on that.
We'll see what happens.
Going to work. Now, the BBC sports journalist John Bennett has also been sharing his thoughts about the performance of the Black Stars. He was speaking with Benedito Usu of Joy Sports.
Yeah, it's a tough group, and I think Ghana fans should be happy. I know there's a lot of negativity around the team, and I understand why that is, because I was in Brazil. I was in Brasilia on that day when the money changed hands, and the most bizarre few days I think I've had covering football. First half in the second game. Things dipped in the second half, but you've got players like Asamoah who are fighting for fitness. Even Andre Ayew, I don't think is fully match fit. You've got Jordan Ayew, who is finding a bit of form. I know he's another player who gets a lot of criticism in Ghana.
Especially in the first game.
Yeah, some of it justified. He's a very frustrating player, but I think there's a lot to be confident about. But I do like the midfield. I really like the way the centre-backs are protected. I like the look of Ghana.
John Bennett is a football reporter for BBC Sports. Now we are going to focus on the biggest story yet.
Okay.
This year's Africa Cup of Nations. Do you know we are going to have a new winner? Because Ivory Coast, the defending champions, are out.
Oh gosh.
Too bad, they're out.
I didn't think they would go out in the stage.
Was masterminded by their former coach, the coach who led them to win the competition 2 years ago. So
nothing is more painful than that.
Yes.
Proud coach he will be.
He led them to win the AFCON last 2 years.
He took it away from them.
Painful at the group stages. Ivory Coast, they're out of the tournament.